Man la moonlings. I wasn't planning on making this video. Said every YouTuber ever. Our world is on fire. Because when I see somewhere like Australia in such peril, it's absolutely heartbreaking, and I felt like I needed to make a video. Number one, urging you to donate anything you can, even if it's €1 or dollar or your equivalent. I will link all I can below for the wildfire relief, Red Cross, just because Australia is a country and on a continent as well. And just because where you might be is not on fire doesn't mean your world is not on fire. In the wise words of someone who is a lot younger than I am, but a lot wiser, our house is on fire. I recently read Greta Thunberg's book of speeches. And for anyone saying that she's backed by this person, being forced to do it by that person, please just read that book. It's short. You can get the short version. It's, I think, 68 pages. And all I see is a terrified citizen of this world, much like myself. If science is correct, and we have no reason to believe that they're not as accurate as they possibly can be, we have around a decade left before we will not be able to make any impact on global warming. And if that doesn't frighten the absolute fucking shite out of you, then I'm glad you're watching this video. If you are, no one is too small to make a difference. So I wrote down 3 things that we can all do very, very easily. We don't have to leave our homes even to do these next 3 things. Number 1, we must acknowledge there is a problem. Most of our leaders do acknowledge there's a problem, thankfully. Some do not, and if you live in the US, I feel for you, but there are other options for you. There is a vote coming soon. I understand you might have always voted Republican, and the Republican Party is not evil, it's not bad. There have been some wonderful Republicans, but I would urge you to think about your future, your children's future, and your grandchildren's future, and acknowledge there's a problem and vote for your house because it's on fire. Number 2 is think about everything you do. Question it. Why do you buy fast fashion? Why do you eat meat every day? Indians traditionally don't eat meat every day. There's a couple of reasons for that. The climate's not really conducive to keeping meat, especially before refrigeration existed. But also, it's part of their culture, their religion in some cases. And also, an entire subcontinent has survived eating beans and lentils and all sorts of things that are good for your body and better for the environment. You are programmed to eat meat every day. And I understand habits are hard to change, but if you even just reduced your meat intake, I'm not saying you need to become vegan. I'm not saying you need to become fully vegetarian. If everyone on earth ate less meat, we would be in a lot better position. So please, I implore you to think about why you do things, the way you do things, and you can do this from your home. Why do you have all the lights on upstairs if you're sitting downstairs watching TV? Why do you not bother using your brown bin and composting? Think about these things. Think about the reasons, because they're not harder to do. We are just in the habit of doing certain things. And finally, number 3, we can all begin with small, actionable changes. They need only be small. And soon it will snowball. I began in 2018 with a blog post of goals where I would each month start something new, which was sustainable or zero waste. And many of those things have stuck because they're habits now, rather than trying to change everything all in one go. It's too difficult. It's not possible. But we can make real change. And there's so many easy small ones we can make. Bring your own metal water bottle or a plastic one if it's a reusable one. Don't buy bottled water. Why do we need to buy bottled water? Get a keep cup. If you drink coffee every day, why not bring a keep cup? It's so easy. In some places, they'll even wash them for you. They'll rinse them out with hot water. If you didn't get a chance, I understand we all have busy lives. But bringing a keep cup with you is... Because if they say, yes, these are biodegradable coffee cups, that's great. But are they going in the biodegradable bin? Are they going in the brown bin? Because if they're going to landfills, they're not going to be able to biodegrade. Use metal or bamboo straws. Bring reusable shopping bags with you. And I urge you to think cloth bags, because they last longer, you can wash them, and they're not plastic, so they won't end up in a landfill. Buy your clothes secondhand. Swap clothes with a friend. Look for sustainable companies. There are so many out there now. Just reduce your meat and dairy. You don't have to give it up. I understand that's hard for people, and I acknowledge that. I don't not eat meat. I only eat it once a month now, but I started off only eating it, only having 2 meat-free days a week. Then I changed to 2 only meat days a week. Now I'm once a month. It can be done. It takes me longer to do things than other people. And make sure you're composting. When you go to a hotel, bring your own toiletries. Get a bamboo toothbrush. Every toothbrush I owned from the age 1 to 27 still exists. They can't be recycled. They're in landfills. And they'll remain there for millions of years. My bamboo toothbrush, I remove the bristles, and it's wood. That's it. It goes in the brown bin. Bring your own cutlery when you go to places like one of my favorite fast food places is Boojum. It's a burrito bar, which are wonderful because they do from vegan to carnivore. And I bring my own cutlery because they have plastic cutlery. They also allow you to bring your own containers if you want to get a burrito bowl. Use soap instead of shower gel. It's worked for thousands of years for humans. We don't need shower gel. Look up sustainable YouTubers and bloggers and activists and see what they have to say. They know more than I do. They know, I learned all I know from them. I'll link some below. Pick up things and don't get them posted if you can, if they're in your city or they're nearby. Don't get things posted just because it's easier. Get a safety razor. Read books about sustainability, about climate change. If you're frightened, you should be. I know that we all like to bury our heads in the sand, and we've all done it for many years. But we don't have many years left. Adopt, don't shop when it comes to animals. It is actually more sustainable and environmentally friendly to do so. Be mindful of your rubbish and how you separate it. Make your cleaners. You can make homemade cleaners from vinegar, lemon juice. There's so many things, bicarbonate of soda, and they work just as well as generic or brand cleaners. You're going to save yourself a lot of money. And you can make homemade beauty products like toners and moisturizers and skin cleaners. Change to LED bulbs where possible. They're brighter, they last longer, better for the environment. Switch things off. Turn your TV off when you go to sleep. And the actual plug, either unplug it or switch it off, because it does use electricity. Unplug your charger when you're not using it. Try charge your phone at work or in the morning so that's not left charging overnight. Better for the phone, the battery. You can use toothpaste and mouthwash tablets. You can use biodegradable mouthwash, mouth floss, and it comes in a glass jar. Be careful about the candles you buy. There are actually a lot of candles out there have chemicals in them that when they burn, they're bad for your lungs. So try and use candles that are, naturally made. Try and get them that they're locally made. If you can buy local, buying local is best. If you can switch to a hybrid car or an electric car. I know the electricity for these cars is produced by fossil fuels, but they're still marginally better. Try deodorant bars. I've used them now for over a year and my skin is happy because spray and roll-on deodorants were actually quite painful for my skin if you have sensitive skin. Plant some veggies if you can. Even buy a rosemary plant in Tesco's and try and keep it alive. I have lipstick on my teeth this whole video. You don't have to do all of these things at once. You don't even have to do all of them. But friends, I'm afraid. Our house is on fire. And we're running out of time to save it. Thank you for listening today. Sorry there was lipstick on my teeth for most of the video. Let me know in the comments if you are going to try any of these changes. I have tried so many of them and they work just fine. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you can. And there probably won't be many edits in this video. It'll probably be a bit random and rambly, but it's how I'm feeling today. I'm sorry it's not more upbeat. I'm just so frightened. Okay. Bye.